Join me as I challenge myself to manifest the perfect motivation boost just for you today. Today, I want to share with you a very powerful idea that can completely transform your mindset and help you achieve your goals. Also, please subscribe. The idea is that motivation is not something that you wait for, but rather something that you can manifest and create for yourself. And I truly believe that you need this motivation boost today, which is why I'm creating this video for you. Staying motivated can be tough. There are so many challenges that we face every day that can make us doubt ourselves and our abilities. One of the biggest challenges is self-doubt, that little voice in our head that tells us we're not good enough, that we're not capable of achieving our goals. It's a voice that can be very persuasive, but it's a voice that we need to learn to overcome. Another challenge is the pressure that we feel from others, whether it's our family, our friends, or our society. There are always people who are telling us what we should or shouldn't be doing, and sometimes these external pressures can be so strong that they make us feel like giving up on our dreams. But we need to remember that we are in control of our own lives, and we need to learn to listen to our own inner voice and ignore the critics. Sometimes we also face challenges that come from within ourselves. We may have limiting beliefs or negative patterns of thinking that hold us back from achieving our goals. We may be afraid of failure, or we may be afraid of success. We may feel like we're not worthy of achieving our dreams, or we may feel like we're not good enough. But we need to remember that we are capable of overcoming these inner challenges, and we need to learn to be kind to ourselves and give ourselves permission to succeed. And finally, we often face challenges that come from our environment. We may be surrounded by negative people, or we may be in a situation that makes it difficult for us to motivate ourselves. But we need to remember that we have the power to choose our environment, and we need to surround ourselves with people who are supportive and encouraging. I want to share with you a story about a woman who was struggling to stay motivated. She had always dreamed of starting her own business, but every time she tried, she would give up. She felt like she wasn't good enough, and she felt like she was never going to succeed. But one day, she realized that she needed to change her mindset. She started to focus on her strengths rather than her weaknesses, and she started to believe in herself. And with time, she was able to overcome her self-doubt and start a successful business. Also want to share with you a story about a man who was struggling to overcome his fear of failure. He had always wanted to write a book, but he was afraid of not being good enough. So, he started small. He started writing every day, even if it was just for a few minutes. And with time, he was able to build up his confidence and write a successful book. Another story I want to share with you is about a person who was struggling to stay motivated because of external pressures. She was living in a society that didn't support her dreams, and she felt like she was all alone. But she didn't give up. She started to surround herself with people who were supportive and encouraging, and she started to believe in herself. And with time, she was able to overcome the external pressures and achieve her goals. And finally, I want to share with you a story about a person who was struggling to stay motivated because of his environment. He was living in a place that was very negative and uninspiring, and he felt like he was stuck. But he didn't give up. He started to focus on his goals, and he started to take action towards achieving them. And with time, he was able to overcome his environment and achieve his dreams. So, what's the key insight that can help you shift your mindset and gain the motivation you need right now? It's very simple. It's the power of believing in yourself. When you believe in yourself, you open up the door to endless possibilities. You start to see that you are capable of achieving your goals, and you start to take action towards making them a reality. When you believe in yourself, you start to overcome your self-doubt and your fears. You start to see that you are worthy of achieving your dreams, and you start to take action towards making them a reality. And most importantly, when you believe in yourself, you start to see that you are in control of your own life, and you start to take responsibility for your own success. So, to recap, today we've talked about the challenges that we face when trying to stay motivated, and we've talked about the importance of believing in ourselves. We've also shared some inspiring stories of people who have overcome their motivational barriers and achieved their goals. Remember, motivation is not something that you wait for. It's something that you create for yourself. And I truly believe that you have the power to create the motivation you need right now. So, go out there and make it happen. And if you need more motivation, be sure to check out my next video. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to comment below on your own motivation struggles. I want to hear from you.